Okay, so going back to COVID, because I've had it twice. I mean, the first time I tested for it, because I was teaching at the time, they made us do COVID tests when we got sick, and I tested positive for it. And then, I'm someone, again, a crunchy family. My mom did not put me on antibiotics when I got sick. So I have a really strong natural immune system. My immune system was like, I would get sick once every 5 years, once every 10 years. It lasts 3 days, maybe. This virus, on the other hand, 5, 10. I would say I was sick for 2 weeks, which is the longest I've ever been sick in my life. And then I got it a second time, and that one was about 10 days. And I have genuinely had after effects from it. I've experienced hair loss. My hair normally grows down to here easily, and I can't grow my hair at all because I keep losing hair. So, what do you say? What are your thoughts about the actual virus, and what do you think people should do to fight the actual virus?
Well, we can't neglect our health, first of all.
Yes.
I try
Hmm.
to stay away from the hospitals. That's why I like the Wellness Company. They do have a phenomenal emergency kit that helps you,
Yes.
because God forbid you go to the hospital, that place scares me. Now, I don't want to bash the nurses and the doctors. I'm bashing the faulty protocols that were pushed down, top down protocols like by Fauci. And he's the one
Hmm.
that pushed these protocols that I believe that were causing harm. So you want to stay
Hmm.
out of the hospitals the best you can by valuing your health now before you get sick. And
Mm.
so, focusing on eliminating a lot of stress. Stress is the biggest killer.
This world is stressful. The country is
It's
stressful. How do we?
it's right. You turn on the television.
Yes.
You got just so much negativity being thrown at us, and I feel like we're living in a world right now. We have overstimulation. It's like
Mm.
hyper stimulation. It's not good for the body. I mean,
Mm.
and it's just not good for the mind. We're getting stuff thrown at us at a rapid pace that we just can't keep up, and that it causes stress. So we have more physical stresses. We sit more than we should ever before. I mean, movement's a nutrients. We're meant to move. We're meant to move well, and just one of the most powerful and underutilized antidepressants on the planet is movement and exercise. So we need to move. Movement in the spine alone generates about 90% of the stimulation and nutrition to the brain. So we need to move, and also we need to eat well. We can't just neglect food. The health industry doesn't pay much attention to food, and our food industry doesn't pay attention to health. Our food is nutritionally bankrupt. It looks better, smells better, tastes better, but it's garbage. It's nutritionally bankrupt.
Mm. Mhm.
I just read an article too how these food industries want to like try to figure out how to convert plastic into food. I'm like,
Ugh.
what?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's a different story. So eating well and thinking well. Our thoughts can change our physiology in a second. Every thought
Mm.
you have is really not possessed. It's not a good word. Processed is a much better word.
Yes.
So thinking well is really every thought you have is processed through the nervous system, through the brain.
Mm.
So
Okay.
our thoughts can change our physiology. So eat well, move well, think well, pray well, relate
Mhm.
well. And really, and moving away from that toxicity and deficiency into purity and sufficiency. And we do that through detoxification. We do that through good supplementation. And again, the Wellness Company has some phenomenal supplements. They have the spike protein on there that can help detoxify a lot of this garbage from the COVID. They have, they have a lot of omega-3s, vitamin D, probiotics in there, which I take daily. I think that should be just a daily requirement. And that just helps the immune system. That helps overall wellness, overall function in the body.